Today we're going to be doing a short walk from our house to the park and back. This is the house. We'll keep it in mind so when we get back we know we're home. It's a gray two-story house with white trim. Anyway, we're going to be turning right to start our walk. That means when we do get back, our house will be on our left. So let's begin. Sorry for the loud noise. We've got a truck or something behind us at the moment. If you watched the short walk to school recently, you'll remember there were sidewalk construction, a lot of pieces of sidewalk missing. As you can see, looks like they've come and fixed that. It's a much smoother, nicer walk at the moment. Not too much going on, pretty quiet day. Got some trees coming up, so we're going to use the overhead protective just to make sure it don't hit our face. So far, so good. Things to pay attention to while you're walking. Just right now, not much. We'll listen to traffic. I know you can just hear noise or not hear noise, but it sounds like there's more traffic behind us at the moment. It could be because there is a school behind us and today's their first day. I saw some parents when I drove by, looked like they were coming to pick up their kids. So that could account for that. Still a lot of construction stuff left over, but the paths themselves are clear. Got a big tree, I should say, not too far off the path. But again, no real hazard yet. Here's a landmark I use for myself. Just one house on this street is way, way bigger than all the rest. When I'm walking this way towards the park, I know when I see this huge house, I'm getting close to the street. Not quite there yet. I think it's about 3 houses, but I'm nearby. Again, very unique, large house. Works as a landmark for me. Before they built that house, this would have been a good landmark too. It's some ivy and bushes. Almost everyone has mostly just a grass line, except this house has the garden coming to the street. See our first car in front of us. At times that can be a relatively busy street, so we'll see what happens when we get there. Another new house right at the corner. We are to our first street crossing. The park is to the right. You might also see there's a car there. We're going to have to cross this street. I'll wait for the car to go by before I talk. Or more specifically, we're going to have to turn right. And as you can see, there is no sidewalk on either side of this street. So we're going to have to make a decision. And the decision will be, when we're walking to the park, we'll have to be in the street, for the most part, or near the street, without a sidewalk. Should we walk on the right side or the left side of the street? As a general rule, you should walk on the left side of the street. That way, you can see cars that are coming, but also if you're carrying a cane or you're struggling at all, the cars will see you and know what's going on and hopefully give you more space. So before we turn right, we are going to want to cross the street. For that, we're going to wait until it's all quiet. For what we call an all quiet crossing, which means we can't hear any cars anywhere. And we also always want to look if we have any vision. So look and listen till there's no cars coming. I hear cars to the right still. They're going away from us, so hopefully we'll get a chance soon. Getting much, much harder to hear them. I don't see anything to the left. I hear a faint car behind us though, so we're gonna take another minute. Let the car go by. Just gonna step back from the curb so they know not to wait for me. There they go. I know this waiting for all quiet can take a while, but it's always the safest way to go. Can't hear any cars. It's very, very unlikely there's anything here that could hurt you or run into you when you cross. The car turning off to our right. Nothing behind us. Nothing to the left. Nothing to the right. And I don't hear anything, so I'm going to walk. We're across the street. We're turning, walking towards the park. I'm going to jump in this grass real quick just to look at, this is where we make our turn. And we're going to want some sort of landmark, something we'll recognize when we come back to know we're at our actual street to turn and not a different street. I think I mentioned earlier, this is a relatively new house, really quite big, at least for this neighborhood. Kind of sticks out. So I'm going to know when I get to this house. Right after that, I'll be at the street to turn left. So I'm going to call it the big house. Get to the big house, we turn left to get back. I'm still on the grass. I am going to walk in the street when no cars are coming. But once cars get close, as you can see is happening, I'm going to go extra safe. I'm just going to jump up on, right now it's a driveway, but into the grass. Now our park is still straight, but we do have a little intersecting street. Right now we're just going to treat that as any other street we were talking about. Wait till we can't see any cars coming, can't hear any cars. So all quiet basically. Okay, so the noise is fading. Oh, and now I hear another noise coming. And I know you can't hear where it's coming from, but it looks to be in front of us. Got at least one more coming. And another. Street's turning out to be a little busier than I thought, but I'd still rather wait to be safe than risk it early. So the car in front of us turned. I don't hear anything anywhere, and I don't see any cars, so we're going to start our walk. Just as I said that, a car did turn on, but we're safely across. But because a car is coming, we're going to stay on the grass for now. And that car's turned too. Normally I may go on the street after this, but see a guy coming up. We're going to give him as much distance as we can. So we'll stay well and truly in the grass. So we're back. We got a bunch of cars coming now. So we're in a good place, safe on the grass. We're approaching a couple things right now. A little pedestrian crossway and a path. Good news is, once we get to that path, we are actually at or near the park. That path going to the right, across the street, takes you to the neighborhood, but to the left, it takes you to the park. You may be able to see there's some tennis courts up there, pretty far away, a little clubhouse. So we have a choice. We can either walk across the parking lot and we'll have to walk across it again, which for the most part is probably not too unsafe, but I always dislike parking lots because a lot of times people are going backwards in parking lots, so it can be a little bit of a danger. So to be extra safe, we're going to walk around the parking lot. Again, depending on the situation, you wouldn't necessarily be wrong to walk through the parking lot, but why not be as safe as possible? No problem, we're just about around now.